My idea of the perfect chocolate experience is the dark chocolate brownie with handmade vanilla bean ice cream. It is pure decadence.
When I think of my favorite chocolate dessert, I think of this. Creamy white chocolate crème brûlée. When you break into it, it's very important to get the right combination of sweet, crispy, and smooth.
Doing the top of my crème brûlée, for me, is a cinch. Getting a proper coat on takes multiple applications of sugar. You have to fill in those gaps.
I don't like, what Sabrina's doing. She's adding sugar to it, which means she didn't get a even, consistent layer to begin with, and you're now patching it up. If you burn it, it becomes very bitter. 5 minutes! You have 5 minutes left. And remember, it's a replication, but taste is king.
My brownie is coming out really well. It's nice and dense. It's also cutting really clean edges.
That looks about right.
2 minutes! You have 2 minutes left!
That doesn't work.
Desserts need to look absolutely beautiful. One shake of the hand, one misstep with piping out that chocolate, and you've got to start that plate again.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
At this point, I'm thinking I got this.
Sabrina's good at plating. Lynn is good at taste. If this goes to the person that makes the prettiest plate, Sabrina's gonna win it.
Now, we will taste all your chocolate desserts, and this will determine which one of you will advance to the finale.
Sabrina,
Chef.
what was the hardest about the crème brûlée?
The burnt sugar without taking it too burnt and making sure it's the right thickness.
The most important thing is that tap. And if you hear that crack of the shell, then the sugar is done right, okay? If it doesn't crack, it's too thick. Here, so let's crack. Let's dig into this. That's very nice. It looks velvety smooth. It looks, okay? The egg and the cream, perfect. It's smooth, it's velvety. As I bite into that burnt sugar, it was not even. Parts that were thick, and there was parts that were not so thick. But overall, good job.
Great job.
Lynn, it looks pretty perfect to me. I like that crack because it's kind of like thin ice. Sugar, coat felt very, very even, and that's what I was looking for. Inside, you have a nice combination, nice mixture of the white chocolate with the egg mix. That is close to perfection. Great dish.
Thank you, Chef.
Well, certainly at first glance, it looks like a very, very good replication. The cut on your chocolate brownie looks very precise and clean. Let's try it. The ice cream, I think, is wonderful. Beautiful consistency, has that hint of vanilla. The brownie, I get that dark chocolate richness. I just find this a touch on the dense side, and I'm concerned that it may have needed just a little bit more moisture. But a very, very good replication. Well done.
Thank you, Chef.
Lynn, how are you feeling?
I'm very proud of myself right now.
At first glance, I do think your cutting of the chocolate brownie is less precise and a little ragged around the edge there. And that was the easiest aspect of this dish to pull off. But in the words of my esteemed colleague, taste is king. That ice cream is spot on. The chocolate brownie, delicious, soft, moist. All in all, a very good brownie.
Thank you, Chef.
This is not going to be easy. Thank you. Hi there, Lynn.
Hi, chef.
Can you walk me through each component of your dessert, please?
I have pistachio brittle. My mom cooks brittle, and she puts it in tins, and that's what people want for Christmas.
Wow.
I also have a mascarpone mousse. This is an olive oil savory bread. We all love bread. French people love bread, right?
Yeah, it's true.
I'm making glazed apricots, and that will be served alongside Chateau de Bourgogne.
Sounds like you've got a lot to deal with.
Yes, chef.
And if there's anyone who can pull it off, I'm going to guess it's going to be you, Lynn.
Thank you, chef.
5 minutes. You have 5 minutes left.
Oh my goodness, this is unbelievable.
So finally, David is now starting to plate. He's starting to put together his dessert.
You got it.
Oh my God, he's still running around. Lynn is already finished.
1 minute. You have 1 minute left. He's still got to put his meringue on. It's going to be within seconds if he pulls this off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's off!
Wow, last dish.
Win or lose, I'm happy with myself.
I'm this close to the title of MasterChef Canada.
Now, it's time for the most important tasting of your culinary lives.
Here we go, David.
My dessert's a plate on a cheese plate. It has homemade chocolate olive bread, pistachio brittle, a mascarpone mousse, candied apricots, and my favorite cheese, Chateau de Bourgogne.
Well, then, this is an intelligent dessert. The chocolate bread with the pistachio and the olive goes very nicely with that salty cheese. And the apricot, that's delicious. This is a plate I would like to share with my friends.
Lynn, the mascarpone mousse. Mascarpone can be extremely rich and heavy, but you were able to present it in a way that delivered a featheriness to it. My only comment would be the brittle, because that was the sweetest element. I felt it was a little bit of the odd man out. But everything else was really very, very good.
Lynn, you've done something very, very rare on this cheese board. You've mixed two ingredients that work so beautifully together. The olives and the chocolate. It's actually one of the most memorable things I've had in the entire competition. I would serve that in my restaurant any day.
A classic French millefeuille.
Baking. Not again.
I didn't even know how to pronounce millefeuille until today. Never eaten it, never ordered it, never seen it made. No, 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 no.
The secret to this stunning dessert is finding the balance between several components. First, 3 layers of a puff pastry that is both light and crispy with a rich, buttery taste. Second, 2 layers of smooth pistachio cream and fresh raspberries. And then to top it all off, a sweet stripe of raspberry coulis and icing sugar. You're going to have to personalize your own millefeuille with the flavors of your choice. Now please, head back to your stations.
This is culinary warfare, but I'm gonna do my absolute best and I'm gonna push it as hard as I can.
You have 5 minutes left. 5 minutes.
I'm not happy with how it looks, but I'm hoping I can present something that relatively looks like a millefeuille.
We can see Taya piping way down here.
My millefeuille is coming along really well. I am assembling it perfectly, and I am in the zone.
I am rushing this plating like I've never plated before. This is the fastest plate I've ever put out in my life.
10, 10, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Proud of myself. I'm really proud that I pulled it out, and I'm really proud that I have something standing on that plate.
Walk me through your millefeuille.
So I have a blackberry millefeuille with almond and lemon, pastry cream, and then I did a raspberry coulis.
Overall, it looks pretty decent. You hear that?
Yes, chef.
That's the right sound. It's crisp. Taya, this is next level.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
I like the consistency of the cream. Delicious.
Thank
Amazing.
you. Thank you, chef.
Wow, that's a fine-looking millefeuille you have here.
Thank you.
You use 2 creams, right?
Yes, chef.
So you have some almond, you have some lemon. This is wonderful.
Thank you so much.
You know, I didn't think it would work, the almond and the lemon, but it works together. Perfect marriage. In between, that blackberry, a bit of texture and a bit of freshness. Pastry, very important. You nailed it. You know, you're a little bit down at the beginning.
It doesn't feel good always having to cook because you feel like you're at the bottom.
I tell you, you're not getting any sympathy point from me. This was not made by an underdog. Every time you cook in this kitchen, you get better. Remember that.
Thank you, Chef Alvin. The judges don't think I'm an underdog, so I gotta stop thinking I am.
Trevor,
Hi, chef.
so what am I supposed to taste?
I have a matcha pastry cream with blackberry and a lemon blueberry coulis.
I love matcha, so don't disappoint me.
I hope not, chef.
The matcha, it's just not there. You didn't use enough.
Considering the last challenge where I went overboard on one of my ingredients, I kind of wanted to lighten it up a bit.
I mean, if this was true matcha cream, this should be green. And that bitterness from the matcha, blending that cream, my mouth waters like the falls just talking about it.
Understood, chef.
Needs more matcha.
Thank you, chef.
So what I'm looking for in the pastry of the millefeuille is a certain lightness, flakiness, tenderness to it. The pastry, overall, is good. It is tender and flaky. It has a richness to it. But there is one flaw. It is a little underdone. I think had you cooked it a little bit more, it would have enhanced that crispiness to it. Thank you, Trevor.
Hey there, Matt. How you doing, Chef Michael?
What are the flavors?
I did the berries that my grandmother and I would pick at the cottage. I did a maple pastry cream because we would always have pancakes and things at the cottage. It was all from the heart, and it was all from my family.
So this is you and your family on a plate. I think it looks darn good. So let's see how it tastes. Is your grandmother still around?
Yes, my Bobby's still around. She's a big inspiration to me, and she's one of the reasons why I'm here right now.
I wish she was here to taste it. It is terrific.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great pastry, light, flaky, crispy. I like the idea of the nuts. Great little crunch. Good balance. Well done.
Thank you, Chef.
Keep it up. Taya has just brought her ice cream from the blast freezer, and she has 1 minute to make canals and get it on the plate.
This is so much pressure, but I gotta shake it off because I need to make the best damn dessert these judges have ever tasted.
There we go.
There he goes, coming out.
Yay!
Wow, he's doing it.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up! Woo! Incredible.
Now, it's time to taste your third and final course. Please follow us into the banquet room to present your dishes.
I put my heart on this plate. Good or bad, I stand by my plates today.
All right, Taya, tell us about your dessert.
My dessert is a play on a café de olla. So I did a orange cake with a sponge toffee, dark chocolate mousse, and a cinnamon ice cream.
Watching the judges is like the worst and the best all wrapped together because you really don't know what they're thinking. It's like an emotional roller coaster.
Taya, first thing, I gotta compliment you on your plating.
Thank you, Chef.
You've been able to create a great sense of balance, proportion, color to create this one dessert. And that's not easy.
The flavors are classic Taya. They're big, they're bold. There's a lot of flavor happening on one plate.
Taya, you got a lot of lovely elements on this dish. Ice cream, cinnamony, smooth, creamy. The caramel's buttery. But what's the name of the dessert?
Café de olla.
I did not get the cafe. But overall, great job. But I would have preferred a little bit more coffee in my coffee dessert.
Understood, Chef.
A chocolate sphere.
Crap. A pristine globe of perfectly tempered dark chocolate. This isn't just a dessert. It is a work of art, and it's much more complex than it appears.
This perfect chocolate ball, shiny, sparkling, and you want these hands to make something that pretty and delicate?
You might want to get a little closer.
My stomach is just knots. I bake, but creating this perfect glossy orb is so far out of my comfort zone.
What you see now is about to disappear.
Chef Michael begins pouring a bubbling hot caramel sauce over the chocolate orb.
It's really mesmerizing just watching it melt and fall apart like that.
Inside that dome is a whole different marvel. A pistachio cake surrounded by honeycomb and topped with brulee figs.
Have a taste?
There's so many elements going into this thing. This is just gonna be crazy.
Okay, now please go to your stations.
This is the hardest pressure test ever. I really, really have to pull out all the stops.
Chrissy's strengths are, baking. It's something that comes naturally to her. She's definitely one of the worst people to be in the challenge against.
You only have 70 minutes to replicate this intensely difficult dessert. And we are expecting perfection in taste and presentation.
The cook with the weaker dish will see the MasterChef Canada marathon end just short of the finish line.
I have to make it past this pressure test. I can't go home now.
Home cooks, are you ready?
Yes, Chef.
Your 70 minutes starts now.
Let's go, guys.
I think he's doing his coffee sponge right now with that baking powder and sugar. Come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby. It's a little pale.
Yep.
Josh's sponge that he's made is not working out. It's too light.
I have to do that one over again.
He did not allow it to actually get caramelized and get that beautiful depth of flavor.
With 15 minutes left, I combine all the ingredients again and start from scratch.
Okay, so let's do this.
I'm cutting it very close at this point.
Way to keep hanging in there.
I'm basically trying to get 10 things done at once. I need to move.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys.
These home cooks barely have time to think.
I take my cake out of the oven, and it worked.
Chrissy's cake looks spectacular.
I'm not ready to go home. I've given up too much, and I've fought too hard.
10 minutes, only 10 more minutes left.
It is the final 10 minutes for one of these home cooks tonight.
Josh's second batch of sponge toffee is out.
That looks
Josh,
great.
looks good, bud.
Looking at my second batch of sponge toffee, it looks way better than the first time. Now I'm starting to assemble everything on this plate.
Okay.
You got this, Josh. Yes, bud.
Shaking like a leaf right now.
All right. It's ugly, but it's a dome.
5 minutes. You only have 5 minutes left.
I have to get those chocolates out now.
Yeah.
5 minutes left, and now I'm messing around with my globe. I'm starting to turn it. I'm trying to pry it open very nicely and gently.
You have to have very steady hands.
Now I'm kind of holding my breath.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
Look, but he still has one half to release.
Yes, Joshy.
You got it?
Oh, baby, yes.
Oh. Wow.
You're giving me
Good
goosebumps,
job.
man.
Good job, Josh.
Good job, Josh.
This is risky now. She's got to try and get that balloon unstuck from the edge of the chocolate and then remove it from that sphere without damaging it.
There you go.
Awesome, Chrissy. Let's go, Chrissy.
Good. I made a hole.
There you go, Chrissy.
If everything else on the plate is great, maybe, just maybe, I can get away with my lumpy, ugly sphere.
1 minute. Remember, everything has to be out in 1 minute. Come on, 1 minute.
Come on,
Don't
guys.
forget the caramel sauce. 1 minute.
Guys, you make sure you get every component on the plate.
Okay, come on.
Here goes Josh. He's motoring through it.
Come on, paintbrush.
The title is so close, they can taste it right now.
Come on, guys.
10, 9, 8,
Let's go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands off.
Hot damn, that was amazing. Wow.
I'm really proud of you. Good job.
Thank you.
Hi there, Josh.
Chef?
That was an amazing challenge to watch. How did you feel when you finally had those molds release from the chocolate?
Definitely happy that it came out in one piece.
Well, the tempering of the chocolate, I think, was pretty decent because it has that nice, lustrous shine to it. Now, the moment of truth. This dessert needs to reveal what lies beneath it. It has to be that perfect thickness in order for that magic to happen.
Yes.
Right on cue. A real showpiece. I want to try a little of that sponge toffee. In my mind, nothing wrong with the taste. I would just like to have seen it a little bit more fluffed up. But I appreciate the fact that you did it twice to try and perfect it. Good luck.
Hey, Josh.
Chef?
The outside, it's important, but that's only the face. The inside, that's also very important, right? So, how's your inside? The cake, just a little bit dry. But I love figs. You did a great job cooking them. The butter, the seasoning, it just adds an extra goodness into this dessert. Were you surprised you were able to pull this off?
Yeah, Chef, you know, being a big guy, not used to little dainty things like that. I was a little worried I'd manhandle it too much, but I was super happy to get it all together for you.
Well, very nicely done.
Thanks, Chef.
Chrissy,
Hello, Chef.
you wear your emotions on your sleeve. I can see it.
A little bit.
So, Chrissy, you did not hit the mark because this was a replication challenge.
Yes.
It's not perfect, but this was not easy what we asked you to do. Let's see what happens. There are a lot of opportunities within this sphere for you to really shine. Look at that, Chrissy. That's beautiful. Very inviting. That cake is perfection. It is perfectly made. You hit all of those notes. Beautiful.
Hi there, Chrissy.
Hello, Chef.
Obviously, the chocolate dome, you got it done, not without its flaws.
Yeah.
The tempering wasn't quite right, but you never gave up.
Nope.
Let's try the sponge toffee. Has great structure. Taste is very good. In my opinion, textbook.
Thank you, Chef.
Figs cut through the richness of the sweetness of this dessert. It certainly wasn't perfect on the outside,
but it was pretty on the inside. Well done.
Thank you, Chef.